Muslim refugees pick wrong veteran to piss off, proves he doesn't need good legs to get revenge. When you look America's enemies directly in the eyes like many of our military veterans have done, it's easy to see why being politically correct isn't one of their virtues. They've witnessed firsthand the destruction that Muslim terrorists have caused, while many Americans continue to idiotically pander to the very people who continue to vow for our extinction. So when one Vietnam veteran encountered a group of rowdy Somali migrants who were invading his town, needless to say, his interaction with them was more than priceless. The state of Minnesota is rapidly transforming into a crime-ridden Sharia swamp as liberal politicians continue to allow Somali Muslims to invade at an alarming rate. Neighborhoods throughout cities like Minneapolis bear little resemblance to the once all-American neighborhoods they were before, as these third-world country migrants transform these places into cesspools of crime. Over the past year, Muslims in Minnesota continue to force Sharia law on the locals, attempting to set up Sharia no-go zones, while constantly threatening white women with rape. Last month, the city of Minnesota made international headlines after a Somali Muslim migrant cop gunned down white woman Justine Damond in cold blood. Completely fed up with his state being overrun by terrorists, 61-year-old military veteran Joe F. Franks decided to make his politically correct sentiments known to the world, after encountering Muslim migrants selling their produce at a local farmer's market. Making a beeline to their produce stand in his motorized wheelchair, he plopped down a frozen pig's foot on the table and slowly drove away with his middle finger up in the air. "I flipped them off and kept going," Franks said defiantly, giving zero craps about who his actions offended. "They're taking over the whole damn town. There are so many people who dislike them but just won't speak up." Predictably, the Muslims went into a full rage and called police demanding that Franks be immediately arrested for a hate crime. The terrorists at CARE wasted no time jumping on the incident to prove their case of how bigoted Americans are towards them, where in Islamic Relations, CARE-MN, took the story a step further, claiming that Franks cursed Islam's Prophet Muhammad and threw a pig's foot at a group of Somali Americans. Police conducted interviews of the angry Muslims who witnessed the incident, and located Franks at his home, where he was charged with misdemeanor disorderly conduct and is scheduled to appear in court on August 30th. CARE-MN Civil Rights Director Amir Malik was still not satisfied with Franks's punishment, saying, "If you curse a person's faith and then throw an object clearly designed to offend and intimidate, you should be charged with a hate crime." The Star Tribune reported that Franks contested some of the allegations against him, saying that after setting the pig's foot down that he didn't say one word. "It's something I shouldn't have done, but I'm tired of it. I flipped them off and kept going." The Star Tribune reported. A man cursed at Somalis selling goods in a farmer's market in west-central Minnesota last weekend and threw a pig's foot at them, according to authorities. Joe F. Franks, 61, of Wilmer, has been charged with misdemeanor disorderly conduct and is scheduled to appear in court on August 30th. The encounter has prompted the state's largest Muslim civil rights organization to demand that Franks be charged with a hate crime. Noting in a statement that Muslims are prohibited from consuming pork products and bigots often use pigs or pork to offend the Muslim sensibilities, the Council on American Islamic Relations, CARE-MN, said police and Somalis in Wilmore are alleging that Franks cursed Islam's Prophet Muhammad and threw a pig's foot at a group of Somali Americans at the market outside the YMCA, 1000 Lakeland Drive Southeast, late Saturday morning. Police said they interviewed witnesses, reviewed photos taken at the scene and located Franks at his home, where he was given a citation. What Franks, who said he served 6 years in the Air Force and the Army, did not deny is his frustration with immigrants from Somalia taking over the whole damn town, he said. "There are so many people who dislike them but won't speak up. It's awesome to see that pissed off Americans are finally taking a stand against the Muslim invasion taking over our country. You can be sure that if these Muslims got their wish, Franks would get much more of a citation for his actions, as criticism of Islam is punishable by death." Thank you for watching this video. What do you think about this? Share this on Facebook and Twitter along with your comments.